Good morning, everyone. We're going to do a quick overview of the Tyger 2015 Plus tonneau cover. This is a roll-up tonneau cover for the 2015 Plus Ford F-150s with the 5.5 foot bed. It's identical besides the length for the 5.5 foot, the 6.5 foot, and the 8 foot beds that Tyger makes. So this is a very simple system to install. On each side you have 3 brackets which clip underneath the stock rails. In each corner on the passenger side and the driver side there's 2 little nuts and a screw. So you need a screwdriver, you need a 10 millimeter, and that is it. This is a very simple install. So the way I did it was I placed the actual cover down first, rolled up just like this, then placed one rail, just sat it on top of the plastic peg rail here, slightly tightened the screw just to keep it from moving. Then on the other side I did the same thing. If you look at the rails, just the way the bed is created on these, you can see where it's square on this side, but just because of the way the bed tapers off, that it's going to look a little weird. It's not like a camper shell where it's going to come all the way out to the side. So after you put that on, slightly tighten that screw, slightly tighten that screw, and then you just let your rails come on. The next step I did was I just put one clamp here and one clamp on that side. These clamps are really simple to install. After you back this all the way out, then you can take the C, clip it up, and snap over like that. So it's a J under the top here, and it's like a C clamp. So when you take the mount, you can push it up and under and then clip it over. And there's a little track right here which this goes over, and just snap it on there. So snapped it on both sides, made sure everything was good. I kept off the middle 4 and then I just rolled it out just to make sure everything fit correctly. I just washed the truck so it's a little wet. So what you're going to do is you're going to take, after you install the rear 2 clamps, we're going to gently roll this out. And you can roll it out just with one hand. Now keep in mind your center 4 are still not on here. So we'll just gently roll this out. So you get down here to the end, and each side has a bracket, or more like a locking and adjustment device. You got 2 screws in here. You can loosen this, move it to the cab if this is too tight, or if this is too loose, you can move it towards the tailgate and it will tighten it up. So we're going to take both sides like that, and then what you're going to do is right in the middle, it's going to pull down. Okay, so now it's locked. You need to undo it. You just pull this little cord right here and it pops open. So we'll keep it locked, make sure everything looked right, and if you're square and happy, then you're going to unhook it and roll it back up. And you're going to put your other 4 mounts on. So you roll it back up, install the front 2 loosely, and do the middle 2 loosely, and then right when you make sure that there's even pressure, because there is a gasket in the bottom. So as long as you have even pressure, there should be no leaks on the outside. Mine Mine does leak, but there's just because of one small issue, and it's not with the tonneau cover, it's with these caps. So I've got a cap on this side, I don't have one on that side, so when it rains it goes down. It comes out the bottom here, and I was wondering why, you know, I went to the beach the other day and everything was wet in the back of here, because I went to the beach, left the stuff in the back, it had rained, and there was a puddle of water back here, but I realized that there's no cap on that side. So I've got new caps coming. They have the actual pop-up anchors in them, so I'm gonna replace both of those. They'll have a seal around them, so we won't have any leaks there. Okay, so let's skip forward. Say you put all 6 of them on here, you're finally rolling this thing out. As you roll these out, you'll notice that they're soft, it's got Velcro on them, and they lay right in this track here. And I'm gonna keep pulling this thing back. And you can do this from one side. You can see I just click it in that side, click it in this side, and just pull down. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go on the side, put your finger up under it, and just pull it. So do that on both sides. And it is a good looking cover for 189 bucks. So with the gate closed, you see that there is probably a good, I don't know, what is that, ½ inch or so that you can see. Now since it's wet, you can actually see the line all the way down it that it covers. If you want to move this back a little bit further, mine is almost square all the way with the cab. Because again, these beds, they have a little bit of a U shape to them, a little bit of curvature. So you can't push it all the way up to the cab, because then when you roll it back, you won't be able to get these tabs. There's a tab here and there's a strap underneath. So when you roll this up, it holds it at one spot. So it doesn't unravel on you while you're going down the road. So yeah, it's a good cover. I like it. I just put the Tyger hitch on the other day. I've had this on it for about a month now, and didn't see a lot of videos on it, whether it was people trying to say good things, bad things about it. A lot of people on F150 Nation and other social media groups have been talking about, you know, what style, what brand to get, and put one of these on my buddy's Ram 1500 a couple years ago. He really likes it a lot, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it for this one too. So there's this one, which is a soft one. It rolls up. So 189 bucks for a little over 200 bucks. You can get the trifold one, which is one section here, the second section, the third section folds all the way up. That's a good looking one too. From the exterior, you wouldn't be able to tell. But I like it. Have I seen increased fuel mileage on it? Not really. I do a drive from the North Bay down to Oakland every day, so it's around a 54-mile trip, and I'm averaging about 22, 23 miles to the gallon in this 3.3 liter F150. So I might have saw like a 1 mile per gallon gain after having this on there, but I mainly needed it so I could store stuff down here, tailgate locks. The stuff's out of sight, out of mind. I did put the hydraulic safety what do you call it? Tailgate opener. This is the aftermarket one. The OEM one would go behind the light and would change out the bottom here, this gear, so that it would be behind the light. So the factory ones, that's what you can get. This one was easy. I might do a little review on this, but put a plate on here, put a plate right here, and this baby just snaps on there. It took, I don't know, 15 minutes. Big thing to know, if you ever put these on and you let your tailgate go and it goes halfway and then slams down, it's because this gas piston is upside down. Learned the hard way, so I did it. But back on this guy, yeah, it's good. Let me know what you guys think. If you want me to show you anything else on it, it's very easy to install. It only needs one person. They do send this with a case. Forgot to mention that. Sorry, I was looking at my truck here. So they do give you a nice bag to put it in. So if you get your screwdriver with you and your 10mm and you need to take this thing off, you can take it off and you can put it in this nice bag that they give you and you can store it. So in the winter time or whatever, if you need to take it off, store it, because you're using your bed for something else, you don't want the snow on it or wherever you're at. They do give you a free bag for it. Another added bonus. So again, let me know what you guys think. If you got any questions, leave in the comments below, and I will talk to you all soon.